Yo, morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project and so on, self-improvement process to reach high goals, ambitions, those stuff for myself, and so on and so forth. So if you want a summary introduction as to how we run things on the Ahn Rho Project, how we break it down into series, sub-series, domains of life and analogies, and so on and so forth, you can check that out in the previous live stream straight up to January 2021. For the past 3.5 years, a variety of different introductions and summaries. It's all over there. You can check that out, including copyright-free music on the side, as well as the live stream schedule. With that being said, what we want to cover for today, so let's just dive into the second portion, table of contents. What do you want to do today? First thing, we're just going to work through the most important things that have to do with logistical affairs, like so electronics in region D, A1, A2 right here. We have some light bulbs I took out finally, and then on the side over there we have the trash, as well as some food that we're going to bring over for dinner, as well as some class 4 items, once again some granola bars I came back with. And then after that we have to speak a little bit about the class 4 item. That's that kind of poll, because I mentioned what I want to do with it, but I didn't say where I might put it. And there's also some bags up there at the top. So in region D2 specifically and D1, these two areas need a little bit of work on. They need a lot of work on, but there'll be some specific items there I want to speak about in today's live stream. So that's going to be the third phase, and then the fourth phase, after we get around, and that's more active, right? The third phase is usually more active. We get up out and start doing stuff. After that, we're going to sit down like where I am right now, and all we're just going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about workplace dynamics and run through some concepts and some ideas, and that will be a little bit more introspective, a lot of more abstract concepts having to do with relationships and managing your own mindset and behaviors, and trying to change myself with respect to certain events, such as certain misunderstandings that keep happening in the workplace. How can I manage to cope with that so it's better for all of us, especially for my own health, and especially prioritization. But most importantly, how do I actually change that and actually just do it, just do and make sure that I actually change myself. So that's what we have in store. After that, take home message, and that's a wrap for this 14-minute stream as usual. So quick 2 disclaimers. The first thing, of course, I will be real, raw, and genuine. I'm going to cover things that are good, bad, and ugly. I'm not going to shy away from non-PC topics, because this is like a time capsule. One analogy I use to describe the Ahn Rho Project, this is very much like a time record. So I am going to cover certain things that may involve insecurities, or certain problems or issues may be relatable to some of you. I'm not going to shy away from those topics. Okay, with that being said, let's begin. So what we're going to start with today, I'll say that it's great that we don't have a phase of photography session today. We don't have any photos. That's because everything that we have to take a photo of is already taken a photograph of. We already covered in the previous live streams, and we don't have anything left today. So what I'm going to do is just going to get up right directly into the third phase. We're going to get up, we're more active. So let's go to region, I guess I'm here, right? So let's turn to the side here. Region A7, A8. We have these 2 bulbs here, like I said, I want to take out. All right, you can see that there's, if I give an example here, this lamp right here, I can give a little demo. If I turn it on, you can see it's a bright red, brilliant bright red, and I can just kind of switch on the colors, bright blue, green, and so on and so forth. And so that makes things a little bit interesting. And basically I have 1 bulb in there clearly, and this is the one that I'm using right now. But we also went to Dollarama and we purchased 2 of these, some extra 2 bulbs and extra. So what I need to do is just place these, I guess, lighting and electronic sort of items, because these are battery powered. I need to put them and move them from A7, A8 into the shelving unit, so like A5. What I'm going to do before that, though, is of course I take out the plastic. You can see this little wrap here, this little plastic wrap. There's the black background there. So that little slip is just preventing the batteries from working together. But of course, I think it might be a good idea, actually, now to think about it, to keep the slip back on. And the reason actually I just came up with it right now is that I don't want the battery to drain, especially if I'm not using it right now. So that's something I'll keep in mind. So I'll keep the slips in, and then I'll move it over to region A7, which is in the electronics drawer. Moving on to the side. All right, let's get to the main portion of the active phase of this stream, which is D1 and D2. D1 here, most importantly, we have all this trash here. Now you can see now some of it's not trash, just like 4 5, 6 of these Kirkland signature soft treat granola bars. I took more once again from my workplace yesterday because, like I said, they're near expiry and they're just handing them out to staff. So that's that. And I took maybe about 5 more yesterday. And ate some for dinner. I came back from work. I also had a binge eating street spell, and that was my problem. I basically allowed some of the problems at the workplace to affect me. It has to do with colleagues and a lot of just the dynamic of me having to be, again, this kind of bottleneck. And oftentimes there's a lot of misunderstanding between, say, the coordinators level and the production and assembly, kind of just the packing level, and then even the assemblers, and all the way straight up to the executives and the office administrators. There's just a lot of miscommunication, and that's just very typical of any job. But I fell kind of prey to that, and that's my fault. I shouldn't have binge ate. So we have all this trash here. We have these wonderbar. We have these granola bars, like 3 of them. I ate one of these for breakfast today. We have some tissue paper. What I want to do is take all of this, and you can see underneath there's 2 boxes here, one of crackers and one of cookies. So what I'm going to do, there's a few more cookies left after the binging spell. Same thing with the crackers. I ate too much yesterday. I'm going to take all this trash, put it inside here, and take it to work. So whatever few cookies and crackers are left, that's pretty much going to be like, and then I'm going to take some of these granola bars here, like I said, the remainder of it, put it inside, and or maybe I'll keep some at my workplace. There's more at the workplace. And I'll take it and put it inside this bag here on the side and take it to work. So that's all trash as well as food. You also see there's another bar that I missed out on, and that's this Usana Whole Bio microbiome. This is more nutritious, obviously more healthy version. It has like about 8 grams of fiber and so on and so forth. So this is actually something that would be healthy as opposed to those kind of sugar loaded granola bars, and it's high on protein, high on fiber, unlike those cookies and crackers as well. So next to it, we also see all this kind of trash here. Like I said, I took out the bulbs with the remotes, and that's the color RGB 30,000 lumens, right? That's the this LED light here with the switchable colors. I'm going to obviously recycle and toss away some of this stuff, so this plastic stuff can also go inside the bag. I obviously can't do it on stream right now. That's fine, because my hands are full. So all that kind of stuff, the garbage from the food stuff, goes in the bag. Next, we have this pole here, which I didn't talk about where I want to put. Like I said, it's come from a workplace. It's like this inkjet screening label that we get from our suppliers. Now, it's been used up. What I want to do is move this into region C1. I said I'm going to use it for martial arts. I didn't talk about it because like the sticky stuff is already, the adhesive has been peeled off. Now, what I would like to do is actually just cover where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go right in there, inside region like C6 in the corner. You see there's maybe 3 more inside there. That's where it belongs. Alright, so moving on from D1, we're going up to D2. And D2, there's not a whole lot I really need to cover. Well, maybe I have to cover this. There's like a wonderbar package here. There's only like 1 left, so but I guess I'll save that for tomorrow morning when I go work overtime. So that's gonna stay there. No, don't do that. Okay, we have this like one tiny little wonderbar. I might as well toss out the trash. I'm gonna squeeze out the little wonderbar from the inside, and it's kind of stuck in the middle there, so whatever. And I'll take it, toss out the trash, so just leave this here. Okay, yeah. And there might be a purpose for this. Actually, I'm thinking that I might just want to keep a spoon in there. I don't know, we'll decide. Basically, I'm thinking of putting a plastic spoon in there to take it to work, but just to keep it clean. Doesn't matter. I don't know about that. We'll keep it there for now. Maybe we'll use it for tomorrow. Alright, main highlight here in D2 is this kind of bag I use out. I'll take this shit down, move over to the side over here in region A7A so you can have a better glimpse of what's inside. And you can see I'm going to take all 3 packages here. We have these health packs. I really should take them out. Same thing with a slip, you have to scan it. And then we have the oranges in here. Now these things should not be in my room, and that's the main highlight. The main reason why I had to cover this right now today is because I first of all forgot to even take care of these. So they've been sitting in my room for about 4 days now. It's going to start getting moldy. What I need to do is move all 4 of these oranges downstairs and just leave it for, say, my guardians or whatever. In fact, because of that, what I can do is I'm going to move over to the side here and clear up this mess that I have. we have like 3 bags. Okay, so I want to see here. There's a bag of Usana materials right here, and that's the client materials. You can see there's 2 soap bottles in here. I'm going to take one out here, and I'm supposed to take both of them out. And what I think I should do, I was intending on giving that to my clients, just 2 bottles with the bag. Instead, I can just combine it with the oranges here, pass it on to my, so I can just give it all at the same time. So move all 3 oranges as well as the soap together, and then I can fold away that bag and just kind of chuck it up there in C1 for future use. I'll keep the bag, but the soap stuff can just go together with to my guardians. And so that's my clients, and pretty straightforward, you know, not too much to say about that. Yeah, okay, so what comes next? Well, I mean, we have these bars here. What I'm going to do with these, I'm not sure about yet. Same thing with the health pack. I'm pretty sure I have to scan at least some of the paperwork on the behind here, nutritional facts. So I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do. There's also, it looks like to me, Booster C600 dietary supplement. I'm assuming that's Poly C or something. I'm not sure. But all that kind of stuff I need to look a little bit more deeply into before I put them up there into Region C. That's where the supplement's supposed to go. So this stuff I can move finally over here and say, I'll fold that bag up when off stream, and this I'll be giving over to my clients and so on and so forth. So that's okay. Put it up there. It should be going down there. But anyways, that's that. So all this stuff I can take care of. We've spoken about a good. Logistical stuff is done. We have about 2.5 minutes left. Let's sit down. Alright, so when it comes to the workplace, okay, let's try to run through this as much as we can. We're going to tag 3 different domains. One being behavior, mindset, psychology, social dynamics. And then the next one being, you know, relationships, colleagues, just people in general. And cross-departmental communications within a workplace setting. And then moving on, we're also tagging in like work, so employment, duties, responsibilities, just getting stuff done in orders and, you know, warehousing, shipping, receiving, assembly. So with that being said, okay, so first of all, I have a big, one of my personal insecurities and personal behavioral problems on my end that I'm responsible for. No one else is. It's my fault. After about, you know, it's always a shared responsibility because of my upbringing, but still, it doesn't matter. No one's gonna make excuses for you. So my issue is that basically I don't ask for help when I need to, and I don't. What else? I don't trust people to handle things on their own, and typically, if I get overwhelmed with too much work because I don't put my own interests first or high enough in priority, what happens is I end up carrying too much heavy lifting and carrying up just too much work without speaking my mind. And what ends up happening is I get overwhelmed, and so I start doing creative things or interesting ways to get to work ahead of the game. But oftentimes that will get in the way of other colleagues, people I'm supposed to be working with. I'm not expressing and not sharing the situation with them, not communicating properly what I'm trying to work with here. And then it gets in their way as well because I'm using all these interesting methods, but that kind of gets in the way and oversteps into their duties and responsibilities and causes a little bit of problems with them. So one thing I have to do is, first of all, and again, I'm not telling the side that, you know, some of this has to do with their responsibilities, and sure, they'll have their own problems, whatever. I can only handle mine first. So what can I do about this? First of all, I need to get my vocals straight. First of all, I noticed that when the way I respond to the situation is my voice goes up, I start speaking faster, and then eventually I'm not able to communicate myself, and that allows me to break down relationships in the workplace, and then I'm not able to make proper judgments and decisions and properly prioritize my time, which is what I'm practicing on stream right here. So I have 10 seconds left, so take care of your healthy finances. I can't go to take a message, but this is Ahn Rho signing out. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Ciao.